Hey guys, we're back with some more Mino, same thing. This is Drunk Talk featuring sogumm. Let's dive.
Damn.
어딨어? 나 너가 보고 싶어. For real. 여태 너를 줬다 착각을 했어. 아픔이 다가셨거든. 나답지 못한 날들을 취한 채 보내고 야한 친구들의 위로들의 치유. 근데 그건 정말 답이 아니더라 알아. 아주 고약한 날.
Very relatable. Think about, I mean, you know, I've been there. I don't know if you've been there, but you go through a breakup and you hang out with your friends to get over that, and you might get drunk with your friends. But, you know, that feeling of, like, you know, being distracted with your friends might last for a little bit, but then later on you're going to feel like it's not the answer. Like, it's just not working. Hanging out with your friends, you're still heartbroken. It doesn't matter what's going on.
It's like putting a Band-Aid over a scar, you know?
Yeah. And this guitar is really setting the mood well for this melancholy vibe.
위로들의 치유. 근데 그건 정말 답이 아니더라 알아. 아주 고약한 날들이 괴롭힌다. 다섯 계절의 하나같이 날이 추워지고 눈이 오겠지. 살기도 전에 사라질 테니 차가운 그 눈을 못 보겠지. 그렇다고 따스함은 없겠니. 다들 그런 거라 흘러가며 살아가고 밤새 풀어놓은 이야기 보따리들을 이불 삼아 덮고 깊은 잠에 들어 그대가 운전한 꿈을 나쁜.
I just gotta say, I really love this melody. This melody is really good. And then when he has the pause, and he goes beautiful, bro. I love this melody. And I love the metaphor here. He says, when the fifth season comes, it'll be the same as old, cold days and eventual snow. So when the fifth season comes, I think he's saying like a whole year and a season from now. When the fifth season comes, cold days and eventual snow, that'll disappear before it can pile up. I can't look into those cold eyes. It's not like I'd find any warmth, even if I did look anyway. That hits deep. Mm-hmm. I love that. That's very emotionally compelling.
그렇다고 따스함은 없겠니. 다들 그런 거라 흘러가며 살아가고 밤새 풀어놓은 이야기 보따리들을 이불 삼아 덮고 깊은 잠에 들어 그대가 운전한 꿈을 나쁜 생각들은 뒤로 밀어버려 좋은 추억들만 남겨놓길 바래. 미안해. 웬만해선 취해서 연락 안 할게. 근데 그건 내가 아니라 장담은 못해. 이게 내 본심이자 본능이라 몸 성치 않은 이상 끝도 없이 집착을 할 것 같아. 이상하게 너를 떠올리면 가슴이 막 간지럽네. 랩만 하면 단어가 감성적인 것만 겁나 떠올라. 어떻게 나 이제 슈퍼스타가 돼도 왜 궁상. 숨만 쉬어도 네 향기가 스쳐 품앗이했던 기억 싹 다 잊은 거니. 아니 잠시 삐걱댔던 내게 삐진 거니. For real I'm so sad.
So he's saying he snapped, and that's why he feels even more sad about this. And I just love everything he's saying, dude. Very relatable stuff.
So I think it's called drunk talk because he tries to get drunk to get over her, and that doesn't work. So he calls her.
Right. And like he said, he says he tries his best not to call her, not to drunk call her. And he says, when that happens, that's not really me. So it's not a guarantee. This is my true intention, my instinct. So unless I get sick, there's no stopping the obsession. He's saying, I'm just obsessed with you, like I love you. And if I drunk call you, that's not really me. That's just, you know, this sad version of me that's just trying to vocalize everything off my chest. That doesn't really mean that that's truly me. If I was in a sober state, I wouldn't call you and I wouldn't say these things. But, you know, very relatable. I'm sure a lot of us have drunk called an ex.
Why is that though?
I've done that before.
Why is it that when you're drunk you want to call somebody that you're not good with right now? Like, why is that?
It's because...
What is that about?
Is
it like you don't care at that point? Or
when you're drunk, sometimes I feel like, at least for me, like my mind will wander. And then like maybe I'll get to a thought that I can't really escape from. And like I'll fixate on that thought, you know?
Yeah,
and
I can see
then
that.
when you're drunk, you're so loose that your emotions will just flow out, you know?
Yeah, it's like there's no way to hide your
Yeah.
true feelings.
And if you're sober, like you're able to like, you know, have a thought, then just like let it go.
Yeah, like logically tell yourself like, I shouldn't be feeling that
like,
right
why
now.
Why would I care about
Yeah.
my ex? But you know. And I love what he said here. Became a superstar, so why am I still so miserable? I breathe and your scent ghosts by me. Did you forget all about how we helped each other out? Or are you holding a grudge over how Are you holding a grudge over how I snapped for real?
Don't you think that kind of means also like, there's so many people out there that love me, so many fans, but like I really want your attention, your validation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm a superstar. Why am I miserable?
Mm-hmm.
That could mean that this song isn't just a song. You know, this could be a song that's real, like that really pertains to Mino. And I think so. By the way, he said that. Became a superstar, but why am I so miserable? He didn't have to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like it only pertains to Mino because we're not superstars.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't relate.
Can't relate.
스쳐 품앗이했던 기억 싹 다 잊은 거니 아니 잠시 삐걱댔던 내게 삐진 거니 for real I'm so sad 간절히 핑계로 so bad vibe 뭐 같지만 맨날 술이야 넌 진짜 나빠 왜 일십이야 잠들기를 거부한 내 의식을 약으로만 취하고 다시
I'm sorry, I just gotta say that Mino loves to talk about texting. Like,
He really does.
He always talks about texting. So many texting bars. Like, he's always got something. How could you leave me on red? I mean, throughout this album, we've had a lot of texting bars.
And he's a superstar, and he's asking, why'd you leave me on red? You know?
Yeah.
Like, even superstars feel...
Even superstars
rejected.
get left on red, man.
Yeah, they get left on red.
10이야 잠들기를 거부한 내 의식을 약으로만 취하고 다시금 눈치를 끈 핑 도는 눈물 안약 삼아 줬네 처절한 그 맘아 너 살아있구나 이 속에 언젠가는 가버릴 운명이라 미리 갔니마 어디 갑니까 그림자는 내어주시라 미안 또 개소리했나봐.
You guys hear the bass? It kind of resembles a heartbeat. And I love how he says, my conscience refuses sleep. I numb it with medicine. I shut my eyes again. Feel the tears well up. Good. They can be eye drops. Wretched heart. Guess you're alive in there after all. You know, he feels his heartbeat. I feel like that's why you have the heartbeat bass come in. This just seems like what's going through his head as he's trying to fall asleep, you know?
잠들기를 거부한 내 의식을 약으로만 취하고 다시금 눈치를 끈 핑 도는 눈물 안약 삼아 줬네 처절한 그 맘아 너 살아있구나 이 속에 언젠가는 가버릴 운명이라 미리 갔니마 어디 갑니까 그림자는 내어주시라 미안 또 개소리했나봐 주책 몰라 나 그냥 자야겠어 나 술책 아 잠깐 이 말만은 하자 너 왜 자꾸 사람 헷갈리게 가득 찬 내 공허 속에 틈 비집고 찔러보는 거냐 옅은 희망 줄 바엔 그냥 싹 꺼져버리거나 다시 옆에 누워서 자장가나 한 불러줘 아 잠깐 이 말만은 하자 너 왜 자꾸 사람 헷갈리게 가득 찬 내 공허 속에 틈 비집고 찔러보는 거냐 옅은 희망 줄 바엔 그냥 꺼져버리거나 자장가나 불러줘.
piano.
Jazzy in here.
Hit us with the saxophone real quick. Come on.
I wasn't expecting a saxophone.
Yes, sir. This supposed to be like a cry. Wow. Okay. So this song.
Is that what Mino did in the beginning? When he like breathed heavy or something? Was he crying? Him breathing.
Sniffling.
어딨어?
He did a little sniffle. So yeah, I think she's crying at the end and he's crying in the beginning. So that's pretty cool. And this song is like one big verse down to her part, pretty much. I mean, he repeats this at the end. So, I mean, you could say this is the hook, but it just seems like it's one long verse to an outro. I loved Sogumm's vocals. They were beautiful. They weren't delivered in a bland way at all. Very compelling. And the jazz was perfect at the end, you know, like the blues. Like it was just perfect for a sad song, you know? It sounds like I'm getting choked up. Perfect for a sad song. The saxophone, man. It's perfect, man. So this is what he says at the end. We're destined to leave eventually. It just happens sooner rather than later, my dear. Where are you heading? Grant me sight of your shadow. Sorry, was that nonsense again? That was thoughtless. I don't know. I should get some sleep. I'm drunk. That could be his drunk call. That could be what he's saying on the phone. And this is what he's saying too, I think. Oh, wait, let me just say this. Why do you keep messing with my head? Take the crack in my emptiness, split it open and stab it, instead of giving me a silver of hope. Either piss off or lay next to me again and sing me a lullaby. See,
I love that.
Yeah. Now that's something you would say when you're drunk, you know what I mean? That's like some savage stuff. Like throughout this entire thing, right? He seems like he's being sweet. But then here, he's being straightforward and kind of aggressive. So it's like, by the end here, he's drunk.
I like the deep way of saying, like, basically, just let me go, you know?
Yeah.
Don't lead me on, don't make me suffer longer.
Right.
You know, take that, you know, stab me if you're gonna stab me, you know?
Yeah.
And take the blade out, like, just let it go, bro, just let me go.
Split open my heart, like, there's a crack in my heart, just like, if you're gonna break up with me, if you want this to be over, and completely stab it and split it open instead of giving me a silver of hope.
A slither.
A sliver. I just keep saying sober. My God. A sliver of hope. Yeah, a silver of hope doesn't really make sense. Yeah, a sliver of hope.
You said either get lost or sing me a lullaby.
Yeah.
Oh, like sing me to sleep.
I thought the song structure in this one is really cool. You know, you had him crying in the beginning, her crying at the end. Mm-hmm. You had her come in at the end for an outro. Almost as if she's replying to him, but, you know, the lyrics aren't, you know, replying. It's just more so speaking for Mino. It's a very emotional song, and I love it. Seems like it pertains to Mino as well. Like, this is something that is true to him. Not just a song. And it's just really written really well. Like I said, it seems like he gets drunker as the lyrics go on. he gets more straightforward and less, I love you so much, fluffy stuff, and gets more to like how he feels. And
which is why the beat intenses.
the next track we have is called Losing You. Just gets more sad. I guess by the end of this album, we're going to be sad. So we got Losing You and then Sad Walk. So get your tissues.